The Scottish Fold is a breed that has captured the hearts of many with its distinctive folded ears and sweet round face. This unique look gives the Scottish Fold an almost owl-like appearance, making them one of the most instantly recognizable and beloved cat breeds. However, behind that adorable exterior lies a sad and troubling reality. Sadly, the genetic mutation responsible for their signature ears is also linked to a painful and debilitating condition known as osteochondrodysplasia. As endearing as the Scottish Fold may be, it's important to understand the full story behind this breed and the health challenges that they face. Before we get started, I wanted to thank the 2 people in our Club Catitude community who commented on this in one of my past videos. Before their messages, I was completely unaware of this issue. I immediately decided that I wanted to do the research for myself, and if my findings warrant, I would report back to our community with what I learned. So please indulge me here as we talk about a more serious issue in this video. Let's start out with the definition of osteochondrodysplasia. Osteochondrodysplasia is a genetic disorder that affects the development of cartilage and bone. The term itself breaks down into 3 parts: osteo, meaning bone, chondro, meaning cartilage, and dysplasia, meaning abnormal growth or development. In the Scottish Fold cats, this condition is directly linked to a gene that causes the ears to fold forward. This gene mutation affects not only the cartilage in their ears, but also impacts the cartilage and bone development throughout their entire body. Now that we have an understanding of the issue, let's take a look back at the origin of the Scottish Fold. The Scottish Fold breed began with a single cat named Susie, who was discovered on a farm in Scotland in 1961. Susie had the unusual trait of folded ears, which intrigued the local breeders. Susie's kittens, who inherited her folded ears, became the foundation of the Scottish Fold breed. However, as breeders worked to establish the breed, they began to notice that the same gene responsible for the folded ears also caused significant skeletal issues. The gene that causes the ear fold in Scottish Folds is an autosomal dominant gene, which means that the cat only needs 1 copy of the gene to exhibit the folded ears. However, this same gene interferes with the body's normal development of cartilage, not just in the ears, but throughout the cat's body. This leads to the formation of abnormal bone and cartilage, which in turn causes the various symptoms of osteochondrodysplasia. The effects of osteochondrodysplasia in Scottish Folds can vary in severity, but the condition is often painful and debilitating. So what are the common symptoms of the disease? Affected cats often develop stiffness in their joints, particularly in the hind legs. This can lead to lameness, which is where a cat may limp or have difficulty walking. The joints of a Scottish Fold with this condition can become swollen and thickened, making movement painful and restricted. Due to the abnormal growth of bones, some Scottish Folds develop shortened and thickened limbs, which can contribute to mobility issues. In severe cases, the spine can be affected, leading to a condition known as kyphosis, where the spine is abnormally curved. The tail of a Scottish Fold with osteochondrodysplasia can become thickened, inflexible, and painful to touch. These symptoms often appear early in a cat's life and tend to worsen with age. For many Scottish Folds, simple activities like jumping, climbing, or even walking can become excruciatingly painful. The popularity of Scottish Folds has led to widespread breeding of these cats, often without sufficient regard for the potential health problems they face. The ethical implications of breeding a cat with a known, painful genetic condition are significant and have rightly sparked considerable debate within the veterinary and animal welfare communities. There are 2 types of Scottish Fold cats: Heterozygous Scottish Folds and Homozygous Scottish Folds. If you have your heart set on adopting this breed, you'll want to make sure that you're adopting a heterozygous Scottish Fold. Let me explain. When breeding Scottish Folds, responsible breeders take careful steps to reduce the risk of this painful condition. Since the condition can be severe in cats with 2 copies of the folded ear gene, responsible breeders will pair a Scottish Fold with a cat that doesn't have the folded ear gene, like a British Shorthair. The resulting kittens will only inherit one copy of the fold gene. This is called heterozygous breeding, which usually leads to a milder form of the condition. However, even these heterozygous cats can still face some risks of developing osteochondrodysplasia. Then there are those who breed two Scottish folds together. This is called homozygous breeding. This, unfortunately, results in kittens who inherit two copies of the fold gene. These cats often suffer from severe and early onset osteochondrodysplasia, leading to extreme pain, deformities, and a significant reduced quality of life. Given these risks, many veterinarians and animal welfare organizations advocate against breeding Scottish folds altogether. The argument is that deliberately breeding cats with a known genetic defect that can cause suffering is unethical, regardless of the breed's popularity or appearance. So what if you've already adopted a Scottish fold and you were unaware of these genetic issues? Well, for you, it's important to understand the realities of living with a cat that may develop osteochondrodysplasia. These cats can still lead happy lives, but they require careful management and a deep commitment from their owners. To help improve their quality of life, regular veterinary checkups are essential for Scottish folds. Early detection of osteochondrodysplasia can help you manage the condition more effectively. X-rays and other imaging techniques may be used to assess the severity of this disease and to monitor the progression of joint and bone issues. Pain relief is a critical aspect of caring for a Scottish fold with osteochondrodysplasia. Veterinarians may prescribe non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs to help manage pain and reduce inflammation. However, long-term use of these medications must be carefully monitored due to their potential side effects. It's important for Scottish fold parents to create a comfortable and accessible environment to help their Scottish folds live as comfortably as possible. This may include providing soft bedding, ramps, or steps to help them reach higher places without jumping, and ensuring that they have easy access to their litter box, food, and water. In some cases, physical therapy can help maintain a Scottish fold's mobility and to reduce pain. Gentle exercises under the guidance of a veterinarian can keep joints flexible and muscles strong, which can help alleviate some of the discomfort associated with osteochondrodysplasia. So, what about the parents of these unfortunate fur babies? Life can be difficult for them as well. Living with a Scottish fold, suffering from osteochondrodysplasia can be emotionally challenging. Watching your beloved pet struggle with pain and mobility issues can be heartbreaking. I think of my two healthy babies, and I can't imagine how difficult that can be. It's important for the parents to be prepared for the potential emotional strain and to have a support system in place, whether that's through friends, family, or online communities of other Scottish fold owners. At some point, the parents may also need to make some difficult decisions regarding their cat's quality of life, particularly as the condition progresses. In severe cases, the pain and disability caused by osteochondrodysplasia can become overwhelming, where humane euthanasia may be the kindest option to prevent further suffering. The biggest reason I decided to make this video, especially in my ignorance of this issue, is to help spread the word. One of the most important steps in addressing the issues associated with Scottish folds and osteochondrodysplasia is raising awareness. Many people, myself included, are drawn to Scottish folds because of their unique appearance without fully understanding the health implications of the breed. Education is key to ensure that potential owners make informed decisions and that they understand the responsibilities involved in caring for a Scottish fold. This is one of the primary reasons for this channel. We're all about educating people about cats, both good and the not so good. For those who are determined to own a Scottish fold, it's crucial to seek out breeders who are committed to responsible breeding practices. Ethical breeders will prioritize the health and well-being of their cats by carefully selecting breeding partners to minimize the risk of osteochondrodysplasia and providing full transparency about the potential health issues associated with the breed. However, it's important to acknowledge that even with responsible breeding practices, there is really no way to completely eliminate the risk of osteochondrodysplasia in Scottish folds. This reality raises important questions about whether it is ethical to continue breeding a cat with a known genetic defect, even when steps are taken to mitigate the risks. The Scottish Fold is a breed that has brought joy to many with its endearing appearance and affectionate personality. However, the sad truth is, this breed's unique look comes with a significant cost. Osteochondrodysplasia is a painful and debilitating condition that affects the very bones and cartilage that give the Scottish Fold its distinctive appearance. As cat lovers, it's our responsibility to consider the welfare of the animals we choose to bring into our lives. This means making informed decisions, supporting responsible breeding practices, and being prepared to care for cats with special needs like the Scottish Fold. It also means advocating for the ethical treatment of all animals, including reconsidering the continued viability of a breed that is predisposed to a life of suffering. If you're considering adopting a Scottish Fold, it's essential to go into your decision with your eyes wide open. Understand the potential health risks. Be prepared for the emotional and financial commitments involved. And most importantly, be ready to provide a loving and supportive home for a cat that may face significant challenges throughout its life. In the end, the most important thing is to prioritize the well-being of these beautiful creatures. Whether that means advocating for more stringent breeding practices, choosing to adopt a different breed, or providing the best possible care for a Scottish Fold in need, we can all play a part in ensuring that our feline friends live happy and healthy lives, free from unnecessary suffering. Once again, a huge thank you to the 2 members of our Club Catitude community who brought this to my attention. I've had 20 years of cat parenting under my belt. This simply shows that we can always learn something new. Thank you for watching and for supporting this channel. Our primary goal is to enlighten and to hopefully entertain cat lovers a little along the way. Please continue supporting us with a like and by subscribing to our channel to help us continue to grow and make more content. I'll be back with something new and a little lighter in my next video, that I promise. And I'll see you there.